On what was expected to be an uneventful day 15 years ago, at a one-year checkup, the lives of my entire family changed forever. The relaxed faces of the doctors and nurses changed when the routine lab work returned with results that were rarely seen. Everyone was suddenly in a hurry, and nobody wanted to look at each other in the eye. More blood was drawn, and people were conferencing and whispering into the phone. The air changed. My mother didn't know what was wrong, but she knew something wasn't right. The following morning, I was admitted to the hospital. When we stepped off the elevator, the sign said, "Pediatric Oncology." Oncology? That means cancer, right? When we walked into the room, there were kids hooked up to IVs. They didn't have hair, and they looked sick. And honestly, my parents were devastated that this would soon be our new normal. My parents received the definite diagnosis of acute lymphoblastic leukemia, ALL. And so my journey began. I was young and didn't understand what "you have cancer" meant, but I did know I was surrounded by love, prayers, and support through the 4 years of chemotherapy treatments. My mother immersed herself in the statistics she found and all the information given to her by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and held on to any hope that she could to find survival rates. The statistics varied for survival because I was diagnosed right at my first birthday. If I was diagnosed before my first birthday, then the chances of survival were less. So she clung to the fact that technically I wasn't diagnosed until after my first birthday. A glimmer of hope. You have to hold on to hope because no matter what the statistics tell you, you either survive or you don't. My family was determined that I had a purpose and that I would survive. And research funded by events such as this were the key to increasing those chances. The years of treatments weren't easy. I won't sugarcoat it. They were hard and everyone sacrificed. I experienced ambulance rides, helicopter med flight rides, frantic drives to the emergency room, and extended hospital stays with nurses and doctors that began to feel like family. No one would have asked for it, but life went on, and the thought of quitting the fight never entered anyone's mind. And boy, did I fight. To the point where they would send their biggest male nurses for my procedures. They decided that I would be able to attend any university of my choice on the wrestling scholarship if I so desired. We won't even discuss the poor, unsuspecting medical students that came my way. I was pretty tough in my Spider-Man gloves and the mask I wore. 15 years later, I am still just as tough, but in so many different ways. I am a 2-time All-American cheerleader. I am a lifeguard. I run 5Ks for charity. I hold national pageant titles. I am an honor student. I am strong, and I am a survivor. I have strength that only comes from someone who has the experience for fighting for their life. You cannot gain the scars I have without fighting the battles I have fought. I am grateful to be here today, and not everyone that has walked in my shoes can say the same thing. Which is why Light the Night and raising funds for the research is so important. Thank you to everyone who helped fund the research that saved my life. I promise to continue to be a beacon for others who need a light during their darkest moments. Thank you.